In the box we have the user manual and a thank you card. We have 3 spare filters, a converter adapter so you can use it in a mixer desk or amplifiers, a TRS cable to connect it to camcorders and DSLR cameras, and there is a label which says camera so you know which cable to use. There's a TRRS cable, and this also has a label saying mobile so you don't get the cables mixed up. But be aware that if you do want to use this on a mobile phone, then you may need to install an app like Open Camera to allow you to use the microphone. There's a USB cable which has 3 USB-C connectors on the cable, which allows you to charge both the transmitters and the receiver at the same time. It will take around 2 hours to charge, and you can expect to get 5 to 6 hours of use. 2 lavaliere microphones and a handheld microphone which can be plugged directly into the top of one of the transmitters, and this will allow you to create interview style recordings. And we finally have the receiver and 2 transmitters. The receiver has a 3.5mm jack on top, the power switch on the side, the USB-C port to charge it up, and the cold shoe mount on the bottom to attach it to a camera. When switched on, it has different coloured lights on the front. The light on the top shows you the different channels, and there are 6 in total. The lights on the bottom show you how much battery life is left. The transmitter looks pretty much the same, with the differences being the 3.5mm connector on the top. There are volume buttons next to the power switch, and this increases the microphone volume, and it increases by 2 decibel increments. We get the USB-C charging port again on this, and there's a clip on the back to attach it to yourself. Connecting the transmitters and receiver is all done by the channel button on the front. Set your transmitters by pushing the channel button and selecting which channel you wish to be on. Then on the receiver, tap the channel button once for it to scan for the first transmitter. Once this is complete, then hold down the channel button and this will pair with the second transmitter.
We are all synced up with the microphone now. Hang on, let's stop the video right there. You can tell that I've dressed myself. Look at the state of that. Carry on. We are using the lavaliere mic. It's roughly a few inches away from my mouth. We are using the inbuilt microphone of our Sony A6400 camera. This gives you a bit of an idea of the difference in audio quality between the Sony A6400 camera and the Kimafun wireless kit. We do have a little bit of wind out here today, so I imagine some of that will come through on this. But let's do a range test. Let's see how far we can go back before it starts cutting out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. "98, 99, 100 steps we've took now." Let's turn to our side. The receiver is in line with the transmitter, so this should still come through, although my coat is slightly covering it up. We'll turn our back through. We will turn to the other side. Are we coming through now? And let's start walking back towards the camera. So if we come roughly around halfway, which is probably round about here, can you hear us? We will turn to the side once again. Are we coming through? We will turn our back to the camera, which is blocking the line of sight between the transmitter and the receiver. We will turn to our side, and once again this is still blocking the line of sight, and we will continue walking back towards the camera. This is a test using the Kimafun wireless kit. We are using our Samsung Galaxy S9 mobile phone. The one benefit of this as well is, as previously stated, where you need open camera for some phones, you don't with this phone. And we are now using the inbuilt microphone of the Samsung Galaxy S9. Now, can you spot any difference between the audio quality with the Kimafun wireless kit and the inbuilt microphone? If you are going to use this on a mobile phone, you're probably going to want yourself some kind of tripod with it so you can mount the receiver, because at the moment we have got our receiver just dangling off the end of the phone, which is probably not going to do the audio jack any favours. We're using the handheld microphone now. This is the kind of audio you can expect from this. Now, I really quite like this, because if you are doing any kind of interviews, then this would be ideal. You could speak into it, then oosh, there you go. I probably need to speak into this. Should mention as well that the microphone is set on full blast on this. Let's start knocking it down. We will continue talking, and we should probably be muted now. So we're going to turn it all the way back up. We're turning it back up to full blast now. and this is the loudest this microphone will go. And this is the kind of quality you can expect when using it indoors. We have very little background noise here, so this is the best kind of audio you can expect from this microphone. I don't think it's done too bad. It sounds much better than our inbuilt microphone on our Sony a6400 camera. When it came to the Samsung Galaxy S9, I thought the S9 probably sounded a little bit better. I think the microphone sounds a little bit thin. If you're going to plug this into a mixer desk, then you'll be able to make the microphone sound better than what it sounds like straight out of the box. So what I'm going to do now is have a word with myself for the way that I dress. So, thank you for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one.